It's like a reverend in my energy, paralyzed. I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a very message to the best. If it ain't me, then you.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, Week 2, he was electric. Let's see what Week 3 has in store. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and a yard at the 46-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 40-yard line. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 16 carries, 58 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
Ryan's pass
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 13 carries, 84 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did, because to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
Rolling to his right. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping it from a first down.
Stopped him in his tracks. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And now he'll tuck it and run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
Gain of 17 yards.
Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
For the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Ito Smith. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
By the Panthers.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Number 22, Christian.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen having as hot a start as you can. 4 first-half touchdown passes. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Robbie Gould.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and trying to count for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They stop them for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, 62 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st down, Ryan. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Smith. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. This looks like a free play for Ryan. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I can't believe I let you play.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 27-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Kevin Pierre-Louis on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports.
Falcons.
It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. McCaffrey. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
Can't do that.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
A big third down play there for the Panthers. 43 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
From the 4, this is second down and 1. They run the option on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. First carry for Trenton Cannon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up third and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Flushed out right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Smith catches left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
Ryan.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Conversion.
Again, Ryan. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Double time. Hey, 4 down.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now a run with McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Carry for Carolina. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Panthers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.